talk about some iPad apps. Now, I bought an iPad. I was at a gig in Auckland and backing an artist, and all my music blew away. It just disappeared. A gust of wind came. I had a glass protector down to sort of stop them. You know, it's a plastic, I should say, not glass. But I lifted it off, lifted the sheet up, pulled the next one out, put it back down, and just as I lifted it out one time, a gust of wind came and blew half my music away, and the backing singers were frantically trying to grab it, and it was just a nightmare. So I went out and bought an iPad the next day to use for my charts. So I use this holder. It's a I don't even know what brand it is, but it allows me to adjust it and move it around on stage. But I thought I'd talk about some of the apps that I use with the iPad, because since I got it, I bought it for reading music, but I use it for lots of different things. One of my favorites is an app called Fourscore. Now, I use Fourscore because it allows me to it's really a management system for your music. So if you have a look at it here, it's got a nice brightly lit screen. I can change pages by tapping the screen, which at first I thought I was going to need one of the pedal things to change the pages, but I haven't needed that at all. What I usually do is, if you have a look here, there's a bar of rest. Well, that's my place to change the page. Same with here, bar of rest. If there's not a bar of rest, usually I can hold a chord with this hand and I can tap with the other one to change it, which I'd have to do if I had, you know, heaps of pages of sheet music anyway, unless I had 2 or 3 stands. Or sometimes, you know, maybe I'll memorize a few bars near the end, or I'll write the next couple of things on it. So it's really not a problem. But the great thing about this program is you can organize all your music. So you see I've tagged them all here with this particular big band that I play in. Here's all the different acts that I've been working with since I've had the iPad. So they're all organized nice and neatly. And if I want to find a tune, they're all alphabetical order. So say it starts with S, I just hit S over here. And then there's all those tunes that start with S. So say I want to sing a simple song, and there it is. And it's actually easier to read than it is to read written music, because it's backlit with light. So often I find, you know, like if you're using sheet music, and some of the musicians in the band are, maybe they'll dim the lights and then nobody can see, but this you can always see. And it's clearer, it's sharper, so while it's smaller, iPad Pro would probably be a good thing for reading music, because it's even bigger still. But Fourscore, and it allows me to annotate. I can write on the charts. So say I want to write something like that, for example, I can rub it out. Can do anything like that. I can add notes, I can add chords, I can add text, I can add pictures, I can do whatever I want. So it's quite handy like that. It's a management system, so you can actually upload the charts to Dropbox or Google Drive or any number of other ones, but I use those two just as a backup, an online backup, and then if anything goes wrong with my iPad, I've got all the charts there, they're not lost. Or if I need to get a sub, I'll just send them an email link to the folder with the charts, and they get what they want. It's easy. Right, so my next one I'll talk about is metronomes, and this is one called Pro Metronome. Now, I like metronomes because in my iPad, because, you know, sometimes it's just handy. I also use the same on my iPhone. So I use this Pro Metronome program. What I like about it is it has a proper click. It's not your digital beep kind of noise. You can change the sound to have accents on certain beats. All those kinds of basic functions, but it also does things like different rhythm subdivisions. You can also do polyrhythms. So if I go to the polyrhythm page, I've now got groupings of 5/1. So that can be really handy. Rather, you know, if you're trying to work on something polyrhythmic or something cool, you can tap the tempo in. It's a bit ridiculous, but you could use that. You know, that might be useful for some people. You can have set lists, so you can set up a set list for all your tunes that you might use. That's really handy, especially if you're a musical director like I do from time to time. I want to set up all the tunes for the set so that I can just go boom and have it going, and it's there in case I'm, you know. What else do I like about this? There's all kinds of rhythm trainers with this. You can have it speed up over time, all that kind of stuff. So it's a great practice tool. One of my favourite drum machines is the Akai MPC. They're a classic nowadays, and so when I heard there was one available for the iPad, I tried it out, and I really dig it. I use it a lot on gigs. So it's just set up just like a regular MPC. But you can also record your voice and sample things. So
Let's fill it on the drums.
He loves it when I do that. You know, if I'm not near a microphone or I haven't got a microphone, I can hit that and it goes out through the front of house system once he's done a drum solo, all kinds of things. So I might have just like that. You can record, you can make sequences, you can put tunes together. It's a really powerful tool. So it's the Akai IMPC, and it's not expensive. Along those same kind of lines, there's one called the DM1. Now I use this quite a bit as well on gigs. But the best thing about this is that you can actually play with the effects in real time with your hands. So what I like about that is that you can play with the effects in real time. So you can create some really interesting things on the fly with this. Of course I use tuners and all those kinds of things, and then of course there's all the usual social media things, you know, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all those kinds of things, you know, great to have in your iPad because they're handy. But one thing that I do use a lot is the app that controls my camera. Now most musicians, when you film yourself, the camera's quite a distance away from you, or can be, if you want to have a nice wide shot, and so therefore you kind of can't really control the camera. But with the image app that comes with my phone, with my camera, because I've got a Panasonic GH4, I can control it from the iPad right on here. So I just open the image app, and then I can control ISO, shutter speed, all the functions that you'd want to do, including focus and all those sorts of things. So that's really powerful, being able to do it right from the iPad next to me. Essentially becomes an external monitor when you do that. It's a free app that comes with it. So you know, it's great that cameras have Wi-Fi now, and it's great that iPads are utilizing it. Well, thanks so much for watching. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll probably do an iPhone one of these as well, because some things are different on an iPhone. I mean, you can't really, you know, you don't have the screen real estate that you have on an iPad. So iPhone, you know, has different uses, and I'll probably do that in the future. So thanks for checking this out. My name's Nick Granville. Look me up on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all that kind of stuff, and keep in touch. Cheers.